Okay, so don't mind the recording. There's probably going to be a few different ways I'm going to try to do that right now. But it's business as usual today, okay? The first things first, we're doing Socratic Seminar, obviously, and I have printouts of the articles. So we printouts of both the articles today for you. Okay. And I'm actually going to give you guys the question before we start today, so that you guys can write down, right now you can spend the next 10 minutes writing down any answers with evidence from the text. Any evidence from the text that you can point to.
Can we highlight all this or no?
No, please don't write them because they're class copies. I didn't want to make 100 copies. So these are only class copies.
Okay.
Thanks, dude.
You're welcome, Rob. Everybody got one of those? So it's like one's coming around.
We don't write on this, do we?
No, don't write on this, please. Did all three of you get one?
Are we gonna be able to keep these while we're
Yes, you can keep them while we're talking about Socratic Seminar. Some things to know. First of all, here are my questions that I'm going to ask you. So this is your opportunity right now to write down some answers to these questions. You should read the article, you should write this down. So you should have note paper on your desk, because remember I'm going to ask that you do not have your computer or phones out while we do Socratic Seminar. So you should have some note paper out that you can use to write on, to write down answers for your questions. And so this is really an attempt to give you not only the text beforehand and not only writing down interesting things, but if you have some of the questions beforehand, you should be able to find evidence from the text and write that evidence down so that you don't have to get distracted by yourself in the camera, so that you can have answers. This is for my professional development, so teachers can give me feedback on my teaching.
So when you're like a famous entrepreneurship teacher, you're like, show us the world.
Exactly. So, here are my questions for you. First question that you guys will focus on during Socratic Seminar. First question you'll focus on: what are your major concerns regarding finding your target market for your Shark Tank business idea? What are your major concerns for finding your target market? You guys should be writing this one. You need to figure out. What are your major concerns when finding your target market for your Shark Tank idea? Okay. Somebody's here thinking, nope. Oh, what are your major concerns finding your target market for your Shark Tank idea? And what are your major concerns when thinking about finding market viability for your Shark Tank idea? And if you close the door.
When you say first one,
What are your major concerns for finding your target market? What are your major concerns for finding your target market for your Shark Tank idea? Say again? And what are your concerns when figuring out market viability? Right? That's kind of those questions are related. They're kind of the same question. What are your concerns when finding market viability? Figuring out market viability. Yeah.
And like, can I go off topic for one question for one thing when I say one thing?
Can you go off topic?
Yeah, for one thing, but it's like stick with the article within the article.
Oh, you have something interesting you want to talk about?
Yeah.
I think that it depends on what it is and when it comes up. As long as it's perfect.
It's like me disagreeing or agreeing with what they say.
Yeah, you can disagree. So, the other reason why I'm giving you these questions now and I'm asking you to write down is because I'm going to up the level. I'm keeping upping the level of what it means to participate in the Socratic Seminar. So I really want you to point to evidence from the text. So if you feel like you just you know what your target market is, that's great. But show me evidence from the text that, oh, the text says I need to do this, this, and this to demonstrate market viability. And I've already done that. I know what that is. So demonstrate that. Okay, talk about that from the text. You can also, when we start talking, you can also ask questions like, you know, I don't know what my market viability is, and I don't know that that's important, or disagree with the text, like Gary says he might disagree with something. You can disagree with it and bring that up for discussion. Or say, I don't know how to find my market. I don't know where I would start with this, and let your colleagues in this room tell you what they would do. So give you some pointers for that. Okay. So those are the two questions. Then the third question I had, or this is my third question for you. So you can write this one down too. Third question is, what are the next steps you are going to take to find your target market for Shark Tank? What are the next steps you're going to take to find your target market for Shark Tank based on what we've done so far? What we've done so far in the class. Let me make sure this camera's still working. Okay. All right. So I'm going to give you guys about 10-15 minutes to talk, or not to talk, sorry. You guys can talk to each other, but to look at these texts, glean out all the evidence that you want to use to answer these questions, and you guys should all have something written down. So everybody should have something written down today to share. So please don't, this is an attempt to get you guys to have something you can talk about, but please at least write something down. Show me that you're writing down evidence from the text. Okay. Do you have no paper out?
Okay.